The ride from Taligaman to San Agustin takes about 2 hours by car. Those are the 3 islands we visited during the tour.
Hi!
Hi, welcome to Britania Beach.
It was a beautiful day. The weather was perfect. Everyone was very excited to do the tour. There was no wind, so the water was very calm and no one got seasick. At this point one of the passengers dropped her phone in the water. Unfortunately we could not find it back. Of course, everyone was taking pictures and videos. After 25 minutes, we finally arrived at the first stop. Hayran Island is the second most visited after Boslan Island. It is famous for its mushroom shape with a pocket of beach on one of its sides. However, you need to be careful because of the abundant presence of sea urchins and corals in the area. The apparent features of this island are the tall coconut trees and the patch of grass that makes beer and chill suitable under the shade. The sand here is the finest among the other islands, and waters are as clear and as blue. There was not too many people in the water, but I did not take very long to get into it. The sand and the clear turquoise water make it perfect for swimming and finding a variety of seashells. The water was nice and warm. I was doing my smart, explaining that before there was an animal inside that shell. We decided to go for a ride. We choose the Hurricane. Good for 8 passengers, the cost was 1,500 pesos, about $30. The tube was bouncing a lot, it was very hard to hold down to it, especially if you are not very heavy like some of the riders. At one point I thought one of them will go overboard. It was really fun even if some of the riders said they will not do it again. The island offers other water activities like banana boat ride and jet ski rental. After spending about 90 minutes and having a small lunch on that island, it's time to leave for the next stop. The Britania group of islands is a cluster of about 24 islands and islets. 4 of them are part of the tourism tour island hopping packages and have become popular with tourist visitors, namely Boslan, Hagonoy, Hayar, and Naked Island. It has become one of the province's most famous tourist attractions because of its powdery, white sand beaches and clear turquoise waters. The island group's name is taken from the barangay where it belongs, Barangay Britania, which is derived from the Greek form Britania, meaning a collection of islands with individual names. More than a decade ago, what was once considered a hidden paradise in the small sleepy town of San Agustin in Surigao del Sur is now a popular destination in Caraga region in Mindanao. We passed by a few of those charter boats. I was trying to wave at them, but they were a little shy to wave back at me. It took about 25 minutes to get to the next stop. Hagonoy Island is famous for its coconuts and talisi trees dotting the entire island. It was named after a weed that used to grow on the island. This island reminds me the one where Jack was being exiled in the movie Pirate of the Caribbean. It is also called Lover's Island. The white sands and the turquoise clear water make it a great paradise and ideal for swimming and snorkeling. This island was my favorite. It is always a good feeling to touch the ground after a boat ride.
Nunca mezclé Gucci con el Dior, ni el amor con el placer. De todas esas baby baby, pa' mí es top ten. Baby, esas ganas no van a poder. Con las veces pa' romper el mall. Rompe cora por placer. De todas esas baby, pa' mí es top ten. Baby, esas ganas no van a poder. Yeah, ponte un privado antes del concierto. Te llevo flores, baby, color pesto. No lleva cualquiera a su habitación. Que los vecinos escuchen la acción.
We were the only one on the island beside a few other people.
Ay, baby, cae, te quito lo de atea. Dígame donde sea, quiero que sea mi real. Sientes ahí, dime más, la ropa es donde sea. Como el exotic, no me cambie topic. Baby, esos piercing en los senos no fue por ti. Te entero tan lindo, pero hoy se lo quito yo. No la miren feo porque con ella no dio. Nunca mezclé Gucci con el Dior. Ni el amor con el placer. De todas esas baby, pa' mí es top ten. Baby, esas ganas no van a poder. Con las veces pa' romper el mall.
The island is very small. I was able to walk around it in about 20 minutes.
Baby, esas ganas no van a poder. Por el WhatsApp que donde ando. Al que le gusta no lo rota. Tiene el síndrome de bichota, se va delatando. Tú no quieres whisky a la roca. Quieres que nos quitemos la ropa. Le dicen la bandilla. De Santa no tiene nada. En la disco pa' perrear. En el after vacilar. Como el exotic, no me cambie el topic. Baby, esos piercing en los senos no fue por ti. Me entero tan lindo, pero hoy se lo quito yo. No la miren feo porque con ella no dio. Nunca mezclé Gucci con el Dior. Ni el amor con el placer. De todas esas baby, pa' mí es top ten. Baby, esas ganas no van a poder. Con las veces pa' romper el mall. Rompe cora por placer. De todas esas baby, pa' mí es top ten. Baby, esas ganas nos van a poder.
Again it was picture time. Of course you cannot go on those islands without enjoying a nice fresh coconut water. Some of us even had the chance to taste some sea urchins called in Bisaya, tuyam. Impossible not to smile if you are in that kind of paradise. Everybody was enjoying a little bit shade of the coconut trees. After spending about 1 hour on that island, it was time to leave for the next and last stop of the tour. Always a little sad to leave such a nice paradise, but also anxious to see the next one. Not far from Hagonoy Island is Naked Island, which is actually a sandbar that appears and vanishes with the tides, but we were not allowed to visit the island during our trip. The island is called such because it is basically just a sandbar with no vegetation at all. At low tide, people can walk from one island to the next one. After about 25 minutes we arrived at our last stop. Boslan Island is the largest most visited of the Britania group of islands. It is great for sunbathing, playing or swimming. The island was named after a priest who was stationary in San Augustine during World War II. It features a long stretch of fine white sand beach, limestone cliffs, and formations reminiscent of those found in El Nido. People are very friendly, especially if you tell them they will be on YouTube. One of the features of the island is a cross and a statue of Virgin Mary standing on one of its sides. A few of us were brave enough to walk through that narrow space to get on the other side of the island. Boslan Island is one of those you can at low tide walk to the next ones called Panlangagan Islets. The only activities we did there is walking around and looking for seashells and stones. Some of us found a starfish. Feeling sorry for it, they put it back in the water. I tried to walk a little bit around the island, but it was getting a little rough and slippery, so I turned around. After spending another hour on those two island and islet, it was time to go back to the shore and ride the van back home. During the tour we passed by a few islands and islets. The Philippines comprises about 7,641 islands clustered into 3 major island groups, Luzon, the Visayas, and Mindanao. Only about 2,000 islands are inhabited, and more than 5,000 are yet to be officially named. All of them can be reached only by plane, ferry, or island hopping like we did. Depending of the number of passengers, the size of the boat and the number of islands to visit, the cost of the Britania group of island hopping can cost between 800 and 2,000 pesos, between 15 and 40 US dollars. Our tour cost 1,800 pesos, about 20 US dollars, for 10 passengers, a medium-sized boat and 3 islands visited. This man was trying to find the phone dropped earlier in the water by one of the passengers. Unfortunately, he did not find it. But that tells you how nice and helpful Filipinos are. The ride back to the shore took about 30 minutes. The duration of the complete tour was a little more than 5 hours. Britania is a paradise worth rediscovering. As for the experience, no matter if you've been to Britania Islands dozens of times, you would certainly keep going back for more.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be. I found you today. It feels like it's been forever, laughing all day. We spin around, your hand reaches mine. Feels like I can't do anything, just give me a mountain to climb. You sing.